You derailed. Fuck.
Did I? Damn.
Well then, hello there. Hey folks, welcome to the Swamp Bottom Railroad, or Swamp Bottom Junction Railroad I should say. Me and my friend Styx here are actually going to be running around the railroad doing a few little things, and we thought we'd make a little bit of a cinematic for you. Now, I'm heavily inspired by the typical Railroads online content as well as model train content. For those of you who may not be in the know, I have another YouTube channel where I post miniature painting, and I do an update over there every now and again on my model railroad project. Now, if you've been following Railroads Online long enough, you're probably familiar with Heiss, who is currently doing his own model train project, which I'm super excited to see how it turns out. Now, for me, my model train project, well, it's probably my 4th or 5th layout, and I'm super excited because this time is the first time I will ever be trying to take it to a museum level quality. I have really honed my skills over the last few years doing miniature painting, and I'm super excited to see how my model railroad turns out. So if you're into model trains, go ahead and check out my other channel. But do be warned that this channel has developed into a bit of a VTubing channel, and my miniature painting channel is more or less the real me. So if you're not interested in seeing the real me and you just like the VTuber, you may want to stay away from the miniature painting channel. Just an FYI. Now I'm going to be jumping in every now and again to kind of explain the basics of what we're doing and why we laid out the track that we did, but please just keep in mind that the bulk of this railroad was laid out by myself while Styx and my friend Matthew ran around and ran the trains for me and helped raise the funds to buy all the fun engines and cars that you see. Now this is probably within the last week or so of us playing on this railroad before we decided to go ahead and start over again. Now on our new playthrough, we will be playing through most of it over on my Twitch channel, so if you're interested in that, you can go check me out. My username on Twitch is Ovan the Wise. Now, in addition to that, it is a hard playthrough. We've set the difficulty as high as it'll go, and we've set the industries as high as they'll go. But we're wanting to make some more roleplay type videos from that save file. So as we expand the railroad and as we continue to develop it, we're adding as much roleplay type stuff as possible. We're adding in a lot of the new props as possible, and we're trying to do that as we expand the railroad, whereas in this playthrough we kind of did that after the fact, and we found ourselves just kind of cramming things in where it fit. And although that's fine, we didn't particularly like the way that it looked. So we're trying to kind of correct that this time around. In any case, I'm just going to let things play out. Now, keep in mind, I will be adding some music and I will be adding some sound effects here and there to kind of make the experience a little bit more cinematic. And I'll only be jumping back in when we're at various industries, just kind of explaining why we set things up the way that we did. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Like that, our delivery was complete. However, we needed to pick up some coal from this location, and unfortunately, it seems that someone has taken the coal cars and left them over at the smeltery. So I guess we'll just have to go ahead and go get those. We quickly located our hopper cars back over near the town, and we went ahead and backed in and got hooked into them. At this time, night had fallen, but you know what? We kind of like operating at night, so we made the most of it. Just as we began leaving the coal mine, the weather really took a turn for the worse. The rain really started to come down pretty hard, and we were really hoping that it wasn't going to turn into a proper monsoon, but as you'll see by the end of the video, things got bad real fast. Now with the weather taking a turn for the worse, we decided to go ahead and buckle things down in the yard and wait for weather to clear out. Better to let Mother Nature run her course than for her to teach you a lesson. Alright, man, that should be fine. Go ahead and stop at any time there. Go ahead and stop at any mistake. Stop.
I didn't even have to see your screen tonight. That was cinematic as shit, bro.